Sometimes people invest into something or put some money into something, either as an investment, as a speculation, as a hedge, perhaps as a replacement for a pension plan. They want to have their own pension plan by investing themselves. Very good idea, by the way. And maybe they put some money in Bitcoin or in gold or in some stocks or something else. And now the price goes down. And then sometimes people panic. They start saying, oh, look, it's going badly. What should I do? And of course, you have to understand that assets go up and down. Recently, there was a crash. Well, it's, of course, exaggeration to even call it a crash with Bitcoin, it went up to an all-time high, and then it went down a few percent. So, just a few percent, not a big deal, especially for something like Bitcoin. But the nominal value was quite large, and some people mix things up. Of course, as the amount of money that's in an asset, the market cap, goes up, then of course the nominal amounts of money where it will go up and down even in small percentages will go up. It doesn't really mean anything, but some people made a big deal about it because they think about it in the wrong way. So let's say you put some money into something and then it goes down. What do? Of course, you should not panic, you should relax, and you should wait for it to go up again. In fact, if it goes down, it's an opportunity to buy more at a discounted price. That's the way to think about it. It's, of course, something that probably everybody understands and knows. The idea you should buy cheap and sell expensive, but people don't do it. And that's the reason why other people are able to make money on it. So for this, it really helps to understand what is your goal, what is your strategy, why you are investing in that asset, and what is your time horizon. Perhaps you have a very long or indefinite time horizon, like some people do with Bitcoin or even gold. So then, if the price goes up and down, it doesn't really matter to you. But sometimes people need to sell because they don't have any savings. They put everything into gold, into Bitcoin, into whatever other investments. And now they're in some bad situation in life. Something unexpected happened. They lost their job. Their business is not doing so well. They have some emergency. And now they need money. So they sell something, but maybe it's at the wrong time. They sold when the market was down, and that's a problem. So how do you deal with that? Well, for this, it helps to have savings. So that's why sometimes I tell people, you should have some savings as well in cash or something very liquid, something very stable with respect to the currency, whatever that may be, that you're using to cover your daily, monthly expenses. And this should be not like a percentage of your asset or not some nominal value, some fixed value, but you should think of it in terms of what are your at least minimal monthly expenses. And then you multiply that by some number of months. Some people say 3 months, some people say 6 or even 12. That's a little bit up to you. It depends on a lot of factors, like how quickly you think you can find new source of income, for example. Do you have some people like family who can take care of you? Do you have to pay for the place where you're living? Is it just for food, or you have to pay for rent or mortgage? So if you're less secure in that department, or if you can use some let's say subsidies or support from the government. So if you don't have these options, then probably you need a bigger number of months. Or if you want to feel more safe, or if you have a lot of these options, or you feel more risky, then you can allocate more to investments, and you can just put like a few months. in this, but always I would say not less than 3 or 4. Then if you have that, then if something happens, you have that money. Then you don't need to sell your investments. The worst thing you want to do, like there's a bear market in Bitcoin, in crypto, in precious metals, whatever else you put money into, and now you're forced to sell at that time. That would be very bad. So you should make sure you're not in that. Don't create a situation where you could be in that situation.